Alright guys, a lot has changed since the last time I've done a video. Let's see if I can get my laundry basket in the background. Crossfire. I did something. I took out about that much. Shorten the distance between them. Don't know if that was the right thing to do or not, but you know what? I did it. It's done. If it wasn't right, I can undo it later. I gotta work on my shields. So I did that. Got my ribbon burner going. It's now hot enough that I can do some leaded glass without it going black on me. I'm in my garage. I'm no longer in the barn. Some of you are going to say, flip your camera, whatever. We're going to here in just a second, I think. But now we're in the garage. Yes, the door is open. I can close it if I need to close the garage. But right now, why would I close the garage? There's zero wind outside. If there is any breeze, it's down here. If I close this guy up with these burners going, I'm not going to want to be in here. So, with that said, I've got all of my glass down here. I'm going to show you something here. I know that my bench is a mess right now. I just got this stuff down here, so I'm still kind of working on getting it right, okay? So, it's a big mess. I got rid of all the water hoses, and we're actually using some kind of decent hoses. I've got my burn-in table over there. I've also got Monday Night Football playing, so I can watch my Cowboys lose. Again, they seem to be doing quite good at that. I got to fix some of the glass on the bombarding table. A lot of it's just here, right? So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to reattach it. Got a parts cleaner sitting over there that I just haven't moved after I cleaned my tips. A few boxes of electrodes, things like that down here. It's a mess. I have no organization yet because I don't know how I'm going to organize it. We're playing over here. I finally got something to work here to attach to the manifold. It is absolutely the ugliest thing I've ever seen. But what I'm doing here, if you look at this, it comes out of the manifold. I've got a little dip right there. Hopefully we'll call that a mercury trap. And then I've got where it goes down to 5 mil, and then it just steps down because it's too tall. I didn't think about that when I was kind of putting things together. My bad. So, comes in here, goes to this tube here. Look, I have no bombarding transformer hooked up to this yet. I haven't had a chance to do it. And I need to get the power set up. But, you know, I have been playing with it a little bit. It's got a little bit of gas in it. It's kind of bluish instead of orange. Right here especially, it kind of starts going neon red there. And I'm pretty sure I know why it's doing that. And that is because I haven't bombarded it yet. So the tube's full of all kinds of impurities. So, yes, everybody, I know it's wrong. It happens. If any of you guys have this gum rubber stuff right here, I would love to buy some from you. I don't need a lot, but I don't need to spend $200 on a roll of it either. So whatever size that is that comes out of the Townsend right here, I think that's probably 1/2 inch inside diameter. I'll measure that and post it on the video. And then it comes down here, you know, and I got another piece down here on the vacuum pump. Same thing. All this, I want to get to the point where I'm good enough to do this, but oh, wrong button. But you'll see this thing here comes through that hole there. That vacuum tube is filthy. So I'm going to end up taking that off and trying to clean that out, or just making a new one. I don't know, does it need this little extra thing here where it comes down? If not, let me know. And I will probably just bend a new piece of glass to put in there instead of trying to clean this one. This thing's been here at just over 11 since I filled this tube last night. So I'm pretty confident I finally made one that doesn't leak. The next question I've got is there a chart anywhere that tells you what size tube, what number that needs to be at? I don't know. I'm guessing it's between 10 and 12, because that's 15. Maybe it needs to be 15, because that's 15 millimeter glass. I don't know. Does it match the millimeters of your glass? Is that how that works? Somebody tell me that. All right, so you've seen what I've got set up now. It's not pretty, but it's kind of working, and I've got a football game there that I can listen to while we're playing. I have the best smelling neon around when the dryer is going. I know somebody's going to tell me that I shouldn't have all that, and I get it. These are the best conditions I can do. Tomorrow, it's going to be cleanup time. I'm not really even going to bend glass today. I might do one, see if I can do a quick weld. That might be what I do. I did weld this one earlier today, some 10 mil. Not super pretty, but something that I figured out that's really strange for me anyway. I figured it was going to be great, you know, all amazing as soon as I got down here to the garage and out of the barn. I thought I was going to set this all back up. Bam, we were going to be good. A lot of what I did too is I got rid of these. And this is probably where a lot of my changes have just happened. Sorry, I just got distracted. When I got back up here, I couldn't weld anything. Like, it was like I was learning all over again. And I couldn't figure it out. Wow, my eyes are bloodshot. We're in Oklahoma. We had severe weather come through late last night, early this morning. And I work in the TV business, so a little bit preoccupied all night, a little tired. Going to crash hard here pretty quick. Anyway, some of the valves, we had no way of metering. No needle valves, no nothing. My uncle had 1/4 inch ball valves on the shop. That's all he was using to adjust, was right here. Just this little movement right there. He did it like that for years. I'm not good enough. His torch valves, same thing. These stupid little things right here, they're gross. So I installed, this is an extra one I haven't installed because I didn't need it. That's a 1/2 inch needle valve. And I got a couple of 3/4 inch ones. Not 3/4, 3/8, like right here. Little difference here. Holy crap, huge difference. Right? My torch even looks a little better. Probably a little rich, but it won't stay burning unless it's a little rich. I don't have any Venturi mixers yet. Going to get them. Right now I'm waiting for something for the blower. The blower, my uncle never used a blow-off valve or a pressure release valve or whatever you want to call it. So he just adjusted all of his air by opening everything. Right? If he wasn't using the rivet burner, he would open the air on it, keep the gas off, and that's really how he was adjusting the pressure in his system. Not going to do that. I've ordered a blow-off valve, pressure relief valve, whatever you want to call it. It should be here Wednesday or so. And it's adjustable, so I can adjust it anywhere from 0 psi to I think it's 30 psi. I'm going to adjust that thing for 2.5 psi when I get it in. Recommendation from Mark is what I'm guessing. That's, I think when the ribbon burner's going, 2 pounds of pressure, and when the ribbon burner's not going, it should be at about 2.5, and then I can adjust the other torches, however I want with that. But that should keep me from having to fiddle with the air so much every time I want to use something. I also replaced all of the hoses. That was kind of a thing I wanted to do for peace of mind for myself, my wife, my family. Moving all of this gas into the house, not in the house, but in the garage of the house. Instead of the water hoses that my uncle was using, he was actually garden hoses. It was like, from Lowe's, go pick up in the garden center. That's what he was using for propane line. And you know what? I know it works. A hose is a hose is a hose, almost. I'm not putting solvents or anything like that through it, so that should have been fine. But anyway, just to be safe, I got some hose that says in the description that can be used for gases, oils, air, whatever. So that's it. We got all this going. Hopefully, we're gonna bend some glass soon. I've tried a little bit. I'm really bad at it. It's really like I'm starting over. It's like it's a whole new world now, and it's weird. I don't know if I like it. How much gas goes in the tube per size of the glass? I have searched the internet. I've been doing this now since October, I think, the beginning of October. I can't find anything to tell me how much gas is supposed to be in there, so I've just kind of been messing around with that. I got to get my transformer going. It's down there. Solar transformer. I've got a slide choke. I'm looking at, I kind of want to do a variac or something, and I'm a little confused on what to do, how to do, whatever for a variac. So I don't even know where to begin to look. Just kind of catching everybody else up to where I'm at now. I want to get really close to building a sign soon. Bombarder wired up. By the way, the Cowboys are already down 7 with 12 minutes left in the first. My boys suck this year. The other thing that I'm curious about, one, getting the Bombarder hooked up. Oh, grounding. Townsend. It's a metal manifold. I know most people would say, toss that thing, get yourself a glass one. I understand the downsides to a metal manifold. I understand the fact that it's probably going to need to be thoroughly clean to get any good quality glass, quality light out of here. I'll work on it. I'm trying piece by piece. But the question is, grounding. I went blank for a second. See, I'm really tired, guys. Grounding the Townsend. Do people ground it because it's a metal Let's come over here. Do people ground it because it's a metal manifold, right? So there's some screw spots there that I could actually use to ground this thing to. Because I'm at the end of the garage, I've got grounding cable, things like that, and I've got an 8-foot ground rod I can stick right into the ground over here. Is that something I should do? I want to try to make the bombarding process as safe as possible. You know, I know you can't ground a glass manifold. Should I be grounding the metal manifold? I already know that I shouldn't be touching the damn thing when I'm bombarding. You know, and that brings me to another thing. The bombarding button is right here. Not hooked up yet, right? I see some people using like a broom handle or something to push that button. Because that outlet's not grounded either. But they're pushing that, or they're using a piece of glass. I'm going to end up breaking a piece of glass if I use a piece of glass to push that. Do I need to use something insulated to push that? Do I need to use a piece of fiberglass? Do I need to use a piece of plastic? Glass? Not plastic. Plastic will carry conductivity. Static, anyway. Wood? Wrapped in rubber? What? Do I need to do that? Not need. Should I do that? I probably need to. But I don't understand. I understand electricity. I just not trying to die. I'm addicted to breathing. So the other concern I've got is I know I've got quite a bit of neon left in this tube here. What I'm concerned with is I also believe that I'm almost out of argon. So these are the, oh wow, blocks are falling apart. So they don't make these flasks of gas anymore. So my question is, the 2.5-inch liter holding up here, these are these blocks right here. When I see pictures on the internet of those flasks, they've got a fill tip that comes off, and it looks like it's about where this block is. So how in the hell am I supposed to get it to clamp in there? I don't know. How am I supposed to get it to stay up here? Do I need to build another piece back here to hold it? I guess I'm going to have to order one of those flasks just to see. I did find some gas leaks when I was putting all this together. When I got rid of the leaks, it seemed to help a lot with my flame. It was real fun doing the leak test, you know. Run around with a lighter until you see flames happen in places they're not supposed to happen. But I don't get any flames where they're not supposed to happen anymore, so we should be good. Anyway, I've said this like 8 times. We're really done now. Talk to y'all later. Till, what is this, episode 5? So, till episode 6. Maybe I'll bend some actual glass in episode 6. Anyway, I did pick up some electrodes. All the electrodes I had were lead and dirty and old. Peace out, guys.